Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
JT Realmuto steps in. He's got 4 hits in the series on 9 at-bats. And that skips in the dirt.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Max Kepler at the plate. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Trey Turner at the plate. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 4.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
1 out, runner at second. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. And that one is lifted in the air. Profar settles under it. Makes the grab. And there's 2 down. Here comes Bryce Harper. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses. Ball 1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that's outside.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swinging a foul out of play. Runner at second, 2 down.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2-2 now. And the slider just misses.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
Schwarber in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Just the second inning, but already stirring out there in the bullpen. Bryce Elder, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Waldrop getting loose as well. That's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He hammers one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 7-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. That misses, and that's ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Out to short. Throws to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Struck him out looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Austin Riley, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Strike 2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Up the middle, Turner. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Jurickson Profar. Next up for the Braves. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And that one is in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs. Foul ball, still 0-2. Stays alive. High fly ball out towards left center. Kepler sizes this one up, hauls it in to end the inning. Line drive. Coming on Profar. He's there. He's got it. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. He's already homered here in this one. Way high.
That's 1-0.
There's a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one to first. He steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs. 2 down, base is empty. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Max Kepler digs in now. First offering, runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, out at second. Strike 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Chadwick Tromp next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Braves go down quickly here. They continue to trail 7-0.
It's just some places we go. It's just some whips we roll. Oh, always we know. Just some things.
And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Kepler, 32 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. On the ground right side. Throw on to Olsen, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. So the batting order turns over, and here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. On the ground to third, and foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1. And it finds its way through for a hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. And he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. 2 on with 1 out. Bryce Harper to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball.
Here's something interesting. Lots of Braves have thrived here at Truist Park, but one guy who's done well as a visiting player, Bryce Harper.
Olsen to second for 1.
Out.
And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs on 2 base hits. That's in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Up and in, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Now a chance for Michael Harris II. And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
That clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That's just a nasty pitch right there, and I'm not surprised at all that he got the strikeout looking. You know, at the plate, looks like
handles, throws to first, and he has thrown 4. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. That clips a corner.
You know, these Phils, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Elder fires. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Gets a piece and stays alive. That misses the zone. Ball 3. That's a base hit. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him. And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground, out to short. And that one finds its way through. And out to aboard.
Back-to-back singles. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
On the ground, could be 2. Over to Albies. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped. That's back. Out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 9-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy.
Real Muto, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
That one drilled left field. Back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3. I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. 1 down. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Swing at a ground ball. Throws to first in time. And Albies is retired. So digging in, Nick Allen. In there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Center field. Marsh on the move. Makes the catch. And that is the third. Back at Truist Park. Now it's going to be Max Kepler. Elder back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. 1 away. Here's Trey Turner. And that one hammered. That's back there. Out of here. Into the planter. Out in center. Home run. He crushes that one to center field. It's 10-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. On the ground right side, Albies slings to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. So here is Bryce Harper. That's hard hit on the line. Harris brings it in. And that is that. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And that one clips the corner.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Kepler makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 away. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, he got a first pitch breaking ball right there that he clearly liked the look of. Just needed to let it travel a little longer.
On the ground. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Harris II. Swings through that.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
On a line, base hit. Throw into third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Harper corrals it. And that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one fouled off. Waldrop measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. He swings and fouls one off. And that one ripped to left. Profar makes the play. 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Harris ranges back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. One left. Back here in Atlanta, set for the last half of the 7th. And now Jurickson Profar. There's a strike. Up the middle. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
And ball 1. And that's a fair ball. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Nick Allen next up for the Braves. Here's a high chopper. Stop. There's one, and that's all they'll get. 2 on with 1 out, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Chadwick Trump. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get it
cut on and lifted in the air. Castellanos gets under it, and he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 10-4. Here's Acuna now. 0 for 3 in this one. In there at the knees.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. And well. Go back to the ballpark. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. That one the other way. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Now here is Max Kepler.
Outside, that's a ball.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. And a foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one gets past the catcher. Real Muto up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you
hit in the air, center field, Harris nabs it. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Such an impressive performance out of him in this one. His third hit for extra bases. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
To the right side, and that's just foul. That one pushed foul. 1 out and a runner at second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Man at second. And that misses off the outside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force it.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 11 and the Braves 4. And we're back. And first pitch just misses. And another ball. There's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And now it's filled up. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Man at first, nobody out. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And there's a ball.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Here is Austin Riley. Ball one there. Harris off of first with 2 away. Swing and a chopper out to short. Sneaks through, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Profar climbs in on that left side. Profar gets a piece there. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. 2 left for Atlanta. They'll need to pick it up. It's 11-4. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Pierce Johnson.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And strike two.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. High fly ball out to center field. Harris after it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. Here's a rocket out to left. Reaching for it and brings it in.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. And that one hops the wall. Here comes Schwarber around third. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe. And it's an 8-run lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now it's JT Realmuto. Way outside, straight to the backstop. Marsh up to third on the wild pitch.
Heads up base running right there. Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base, now just 90 feet away.
Pierce Johnson fires. Swings through that one for strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He made him pay for that one. And they tack on to their lead. It's 14-4. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball and create backspin.
2 outs, nobody on. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. And that one in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. On now to the bottom of inning. Back at Truist Park. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Allen. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Castellanos ranges back onto the track And he makes the catch. Here's the catcher, Chadwick Tromp. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Man at first, one away. That's towards center. Marsh moves under it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. Albies off of first with 2 away. Foul ball there. Hard hit left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies take this one in a blowout.
Oh, this is a nice sweep. Good way to finish this series. You're headed to another city for another one. Got to maintain the same focus. Whatever you were doing in this city, make sure you're doing the same thing in the next one. Eat the same thing, sleep the same way, get to the ballpark at the same time.
14-4 is how it ends. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear a disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but the doesn't come by surprise. Nothing is real as the same when you chase your dream, dog. You just gotta open your eyes. This world is up, filled with all type of blood suckers. Put the on my blood, brother. Ain't no worse feeling when you tryna run up a million, but they don't got no love for you. Where the love go? When I showed them the utmost, man, this is so cutthroat. That was my mistake. Boy, I won't make that again. Never let up close. So it's mama too, this dedication, boy, I want the drama too. And I ain't it all, but I grill it and step over you like Tyronn Lue. Quick pause, but this music industry be like a 12, but I could cop a few new cribs only with the highest view. I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear a disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as it seems when you chase your dream, though. You just gotta open your eyes.
I already told y'all, then I showed y'all. Then I drove off. Got me by the doors off. I ran out of Papa's. Be nosy, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off.